boxing news, Anthony Joshua massive payday for Joseph Parker fight revealed. Joshua is already one of the world's most lucrative boxers at the age of 28, having made close to £30 million in 2017. The Brit beat Klitschko in front of 90,000 fans at Wembley Stadium in April before defending his WBA and IBF World Heavyweight titles against Carlos Takam in Cardiff 6 months later. And according to The Sun, Joshua's next fight will once again see him pocket an astronomical sum, with a unification bout against Parker set to generate around £20 million. The split of the cash has been a sore point for the representatives of both fighters during the protracted negotiations ahead of the Joshua vs Parker fight. Duco Events promoter David Higgins, who represents WBO champion Parker, still maintains that the Brits have been unreasonable in their demands to take 70% of the profits from the bout. However, an agreement is understood to have been reached earlier this week, with Joshua set to receive around 2/3 of the purse, with Parker taking home the rest. For the New Zealander, this will represent a career-best pay slip of £7 million, while Joshua is expected to pocket £13 million as the bigger pay-per-view draw. That assumes that the contract, which is thought to have been sent to Higgins for approval, is signed in the next few weeks as expected. If not, Joshua's promoter Eddie Hearn has a contingency plan in place to make a voluntary defense at March 24th at the O2 Arena. But heading back to the London venue, which only seats 20,000, would see a reduction in the size of purse, because the Parker fight would likely take place in front of 78,000 at the Principality Stadium back in Cardiff. However, Hearn yesterday insisted that despite recent progress in talks, the fight was not yet in the book. "We are working hard to try and finalize the deal and are very hopeful," Hearn told Sky Sports. "There is no fight until the contract is signed. Either way, Aj's next fight will be announced in early 2018. Higgins meanwhile seems to believe that the deal is all but done. "In my view, that fight has got a whole lot more realistic and it's as close as it's ever been between Joshua and Parker," Higgins said. "The breakthrough being there has been a small compromise on both sides and we finally agreed the purse split ratio. That, I believe, is the most important hurdle to agreeing a fight of this magnitude. Both camps are now happy with the ratio they are receiving."